everyone. Anyone live on campus? Please raise your hand. Okay. Before studying at college, everyone has to make a choice whether to live on campus or off campus. This important choice will affect your study and your college life. As Ricker Harold written, the most pressing problem of college housing is that there are not enough rooms. So more students decided to live off campus. Now, the parents and students are doubting whether it is good for students to live on campus. In my point of view, on-campus housing is better. I did some research on this topic, and I lived on campus last year and now off campus. So I can clearly compare these two kinds of housing. After the research about the advantages and disadvantages of living on campus, the evidence shows that students should live on campus because of its convenience, educational resources, and safety. Living on campus is a good choice for students who want to study well in college. There are many educational resources. The best way to study is not to study on your own, but also needs to ask questions to your professors. The professors can quickly solve the problems and teach you how carefully until you understand well. Furthermore, in Command's view, students on campus get to know peers and faculties better and are more engaged in learning and personal development. On campus can have more chances to talk with your professors. Your relationship will be improved because of discussed questions with professors can let them know that you study hard in their courses. And most professors appreciate this kind of students. What's more, the libraries which have sufficient knowledge are the most important place in the universities. Every day, thousands of students study in the libraries. The students can use the resource to research and study what they need. Nevertheless, the students living off campus cannot use them frequently like on-campus students do. What's more, the students can use not only the educational resources, but also the entertainment facilities. According to Levin, four-year institutions are more likely to have established infrastructure related to housing and student life. The campuses have many entertainment facilities like gyms, swimming pools, tennis courts, basketball courts, and so on. Most students have different hobbies, and the campuses can easily provide the facilities to them. Of course, many students will probably disagree that off-campus student communities do not have entertainment facilities. Maybe off-campus housing can also provide some of these, but it cannot satisfy all the requirements. Otherwise, the students have to take a long way to go to school to use them. One of the most important things to the universities is safety. Every college tries to do their best on security. This makes the college the safest areas for the students. In most dormitories, the students need to use their ID cards to get into the buildings, and they also need to use the cards and the passwords to open their rooms. However, off-campus apartments are held by the private businesses. The students only get a key for their rooms. Compared with these two kinds of security system, on-campus living is safer than off-campus apartments. Also, we cannot ignore the weaknesses of living on campus. Living on campus also means that students need to lose something. Shalala's point is that the big two are learning to cooking and learning to budget. Actually, she is right. The universities do not allow cooking in dormitories, so the on-campus students do not have the chances to cook in their rooms. What's more, most colleges are far away from the shopping markets, so the on-campus students need to take a long way to get there. Though this does not mean on-campus students do not have the chances to learn cooking and budgeting. In the college, we have cooking lessons and programs. The professors will provide the food and the kitchenware. The students can easily use them to try to cook and if they have difficulties, the professors can teach them one by one. This is better than cook on their own. If the students really want to learn cooking, the best way is to ask their mothers for help. Using the holidays to cook with their moms is the best way to learn cooking. What's more, it is true that colleges are far away from the markets, but this does not mean on-campus students do not have the chance to learn to budget. In my point of view, it is better for students who live on campus to learn to budget than off-campus students do. Because most on-campus students can just go to the market once a week. They have to make a list of what they need next week. This list can practice them thinking about what to buy carefully. If they forget one thing, they will not get it until next weekend, because the market is far away. So each time they need to make the plan well. However, it is easier for off-campus students to go to the market. So they just have to remember some necessary things they need to buy, and if they want to buy something else later, they can go there again. So on-campus living can practice budgeting rather than off-campus, because they have to remember everything and make lists. This can actually practice their skills. Ultimately, according to the above discussion, on-campus housing is better than off-campus housing. It's more convenient, safer than off-campus living. The students who live on campus can easily get more educational resources. Thank you.
Thank you.